Hello and welcome to the Kayden Show, today's best country mix. And joining us right here today is Glen from Crash World. Glen, how are we doing today?
I'm doing great, Kayden. How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So let's get started by getting to know you a little bit and how you got started in music. Tell us a little bit about you and your story.
Well, personally, I've been playing guitar since I was 6. I had some older brothers that turned me on to music. So, um, not long after one of them gave me my first record, my first vinyl, which was a Beatles record, Yellow Submarine. My mother asked me if I wanted to take guitar lessons, and I casually said, sure, I guess so. And the rest is kind of my own personal history. I loved guitar from then on, and originally just played acoustic guitar, pretty keen to get an electric. Probably got that when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11, and started learning by ear, a lot of music by ear. I initially took some lessons, but they weren't teaching me what I wanted to play. So took matters into my own hands and been playing ever since. Played in all kinds of bands and all kinds of genres, uh, and that, yeah, all the way up to Crash World, which is kind of a different kind of a project, given the kind of the path that I was on.
That's awesome. Now let's talk about your song Lucky One. Tell us a little bit about that song.
So Lucky One was originally written with some guys that I used to play with. I think it was started in 2012. Um, yeah, could have even been a bit sooner, but we got together over a couple of days and just threw some ideas around, and that was partially written. It really didn't get too much attention, but later on, when I listened to the session stuff, I really, really liked that song. So, jumping ahead to Crash World, when I got together with Graham, who's the singer in Crash World, we're a duo. Um, that was one of the initially we didn't work on original music. We wanted to let all the ideas of cover tunes kind of infuse what we might do. But when it came time to start working on originals, Lucky One was one of the first ideas I sent to him, and he really liked it. We thought it had really great potential, so we finished it, and it's been in every Crash World live show ever since. And we loved it, but the even better news was audiences loved it right from the get-go. They just responded to it, after shows. They'd say, oh, I love that song, I love that Lucky One song. So it was definitely going to be on the album. It's the opening track, kind of, for that very reason.
Now, if you had the opportunity to collaborate with any artist, whether they're with us today or not, who would you choose and why would you choose them?
Well, I off the top of my head, I would go with Chris Stapleton. I think I
Okay.
love his voice. Love it. He just plays with such passion and honesty. It just comes through in everything he does. Um, he dabbles in a few genres as well. I know he's primarily country, but um, he does a few different things. So yeah, he would be someone I'd love to hear him sing a song I wrote, or at least co-wrote with him. It'd be amazing.
Now, do you have any advice to those who might want to get into the music industry?
Have thick skin, and do it because you love it. Don't do it for accolades or fame and fortune. You have to want to do it of your own. It has to come from your heart. I kind of look at it as something, for me personally, I have no choice. No matter what happens, good or bad, as my career goes along, I never consider that it's something that's an option. I just have to do it. It's in my heart, and I've always wanted to do it, and I just do it. So you just kind of have to follow your heart.
So, if people want to learn more about what you guys are doing, where can they find you?
We have a website, just crashworldband.com. There's lots of information on all our videos and music links, etc. are there, our whole story. And then, of course, all the socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the usual places. We're everywhere.
And is there something that people may not know about you that you might want to share with us today, like a little fun fact or hidden talent?
I don't know how fun it is, but so Crash World is a band where when I approached, well, as I said, I've played guitar my whole life, so I've played in a lot of bands where when it came to guitar playing, there was a lot of notes. So I've my sort of self mantra to myself making the Crash World record, because when we write the songs, it's primarily acoustic guitar all the time. Actually, it's exclusively acoustic. But when we recorded the record, I was back to playing electric and laying down tracks for that. So the I tapped myself on the shoulder and reminded myself for Crash World, I needed restraint in the and tasteful and minimal, and so that's how I approached the guitar work on it, and I'm really happy with it. It was a kind of a good mantra for me to follow.
And if you had one message to anybody that was listening right now, what would that message be? It could be about anything.
Oh, it would be a simple message. It would be patient with each other and be kind be kind. Go with kindness first. It's a lot of turmoil in the world, and people seem to have their back up in a hurry about a lot of things. So I would say take a breath, be kind, and think of the children, right? Because
Mhm.
you know, uh, when you look at children, those are some things you might sort of offer to them as advice, as if for young children. So I think sometimes adults could take a little bit of that advice themselves.
For sure, Glenn. And is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention before we go today?
No, not really. Just as I said, you can find. I'd love to have people come to our website. We worked really hard on it. It's kind of a cool site. And if you like what you see, please sign up for our mailing list and be part of our Crash World.
Awesome, Glenn from Crash World. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show. It's today's best country mix. We definitely appreciate your time and support, and hope to have you on the show again real soon.
Thank you, Kayden. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.